In the previous lecture, we were discussing about the long division method, and for the long division method, depending upon the type of signal which is given, whether it is causal or non-causal or anti-causal, we have to start our division. Okay, so when we saw that when it is a causal thing, we start the division with the constant. We take the constant on the leftmost side and go on dividing, and whatever signal we get, that has to be in the negative powers of z. Okay, so when we get the signal in the negative powers of z, we can write the coefficients as our signal. Now when this is a non-causal signal, I start the division from the negative power of z, highest negative power of z. So this is my divisor, this is my dividend. Okay, so now this is z raised to minus 2. So now I have to get here 2 into z raised to minus 1. So I have to multiply, I have to take in the uh, this quotient what I have to take, so that I should get 2z raised to minus 1. So the answer is I have to multiply this by 2z, because what will happen, 2z into 2z into z raised to minus 2 will give me what, 2z raised to minus 1. So I get here 2z raised to minus 1. So this way you have to decide. So here see, we have got the positive power of z, z raised to 1. Okay, so this is z raised to 1, this is z raised to 2, 3 and so on. So that this is our aim, that is we should get the quotient in the form of positive powers of z, because our signal is a non-causal signal, anti-causal signal. Okay, here we had got negative powers of z because our signal was a causal signal. Okay, so once you get this, now again you to get multiplied with this now. So minus 2 into 2z, you will get it as minus 4, because z raised to minus 1 and z will become 1. Again plus 1 into this, so 2z. So do the subtraction, since this is the division. So after subtraction, so this will become 0, minus of minus will become plus. Okay, so plus means here you will get 5, minus of plus is minus, so minus 2z. So again you have to get here now minus 5. So how to get here minus 5? You can write here, I have to multiply that by plus 5z square. So z square into this z raised to minus 2, it will be 1. So here you will get 5, and 5 into minus 2 z raised to minus 1, what you will get, minus 10z. Okay, so in this way you have to go on dividing. So you can proceed with this division, you know all the division. So this is simple division, like just like we do the number division, we have to do here the function division. Okay, polynomial division. So when you go on dividing, how much to proceed, you can go up to 1 2 3 4 4 places, and then you can just write here dots. So because this will go on dividing until we get 0 in the remainder. Okay, so once you get this, so I will write this expression here. So this is my polynomial x of z, it is in the positive powers of z, meaning that this is 4. Okay, z raised to 4, here it is a mistake, writing mistake, so it has to become 4. Okay, so you can verify this, when it is 4 only you will get this answer. Okay, so you will get this expansion like this, and now you can take the coefficients. Okay, so you can write the coefficients. So our fourth coefficient, so starting from here 0. Okay, so first is z raised to 1, so 0, because there is no constant here, so I write here 0. Then first power of z is 1, so I write here 2 here. Okay, I write here 2. Then this is 5, then this is 8, and this is 11, and so on. Since this is an anti-causal signal, I will start from here. Okay, so see here, this is simple thing, that this is given z transform, you have to write the inverse z transform. Okay, so what will be the causal sequence corresponding to this z transform? Okay, or simply way, if whenever you write this signal, if you try to find out the z transform of this signal, you should get this inverse z transform. Similarly, when you find out the z transform of this signal, you will get this signal. Okay, so this we have already done in the when we solve the z transform. Okay, so in this way we get the inverse z transform, we get the sequence from the given z transform. So this is a method of solving the inverse z transform using a method called as the long division method. Okay, so you can have a practice problem, once again a practice numerical, power series expansion. Instead of long division, it is also called as a power series expansion technique. And here see, they have not mentioned here whether it is causal or non-causal, they have simply given the ROC. So here any guess for this? If they are mentioning the ROC as mod of z less than half, so what will I take, whether it is a causal or non-causal? So we have seen the very important concept or the property of ROC, that when the ROC is interior of anything, mod of z less than a, interior of a circle, then it is a non-causal thing. Okay, and when it is outside mod of z greater than a, then it is causal. So here in this case it is less than, that's why our answer should be a non-causal or anti-causal, and we should get the positive powers of z. We should get the positive powers of z. So hence this numerical is same like this numerical which we had solved in the second case. So you can practice this solving. So how do I start? I start with like this. Okay, again, so I start in this fashion and I go on solving this and until I get all the positive powers. So I should get the positive powers of z here. So when I get the positive powers of z, I can write the expansion of the time domain signal. Okay, expansion of the time domain signal from the z transform which I get. Okay, so all these coefficients, so here remember this is addressed to 1, but what about the constant? So this is actually 0 plus. Okay, so this is 0 plus, so my first coefficient will be 0. So I get here, I write here 0 starting with 0, then 1, this is 1 is for z, then 3 is for z square, 7 is for z cube, 15 is for z4, and there it is dot 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 because this will continue, and this is a non-causal signal, so it will start from 0. Okay, so this is how we solve the numerical for this case. And remember that the rearrangement of these things, polynomial should be such that it is also based upon what is there, whether we are in the quotient, in the dividend we are getting the positive power or negative power. Here there was negative power, so we multiplied this with this thing. Okay, z. Now here it is the z, and here we cannot take here 2z square multiplication, we have to start with 1, because if I take here z, I will get here z. Okay, so here I will get the positive power. Similarly, in the second case I want 3z square. So if it is 1 here, if I multiply by 3z square, I will get a positive power of z, again a positive power of z, again a positive power of z. So when depending upon whether it is a causal or an anti-causal sequence, our main aim or focus should be on getting positive and negative powers of z in the quotient. Okay, so whenever it is a non-causal sequence or anti-causal sequence, you should get the positive powers of z, and when it is a causal sequence, you should get the negative powers of z. So this is how we do the long division method. We divide the sequence, go on dividing the functions, and we obtain the quotient, and from the quotient we obtain the signal in the time domain. Okay, so we can have the numericals on the long division method, which is called as the partial power series expansion method. Okay, for the numericals on inverse z transform. Okay, thank you.